Well, welcome everybody. As I told you, I'd be doing this on camera. I would like to say that this build is already online in Al Rabe's own hands. So nothing I'm going to do here can't be seen already. Uh, all Al's videos are uploaded. But you get to see my progress anyway, and we'll tinker around a little bit tonight for about an hour. And this is the hour a day process. Let me know if you can hear me because we're trying a different setup again. I'm trying to get ready for the contest. Um, Great. All right. So let me see if I can pull this up on my television. Um, see, we got to go to YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. This weekend is the first of the trilogy in the contest at Dayton, and I'll be streaming live. That's why I was testing this videos. Let's see, we got to go to the live videos. Bearcat 3, it's live. So we need to go to how do I get to studio? Let's see here. Well, we'll get to look at it anyway. I'll turn this off so it's I can't hear it. Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, got it muted. Um, I haven't really made progress on the formers. I just got them cut out. So now I'm going to follow Al's lead, and we'll be gluing this stuff together and making the pockets. Like I say, I'm going to work on it about an hour. This system, they laser cut this, but they're really not free, which is okay. I mean, when I was a kid, we built these gallows scale airplanes, and they were called them die crush. They were horrid. Nothing came out of the nothing came out of, the perforations were non-existent. They were just kind of painted on to the balsa wood, and we had a double-edged razor blade in the back of a matchbook. We didn't have X-Actos back then. At least I didn't. My dad showed me how to take a double-edged razor blade, not even a single-edged razor blade, and put it in a matchbook. So we're going to get this out of here somehow. I will say this, if you get a kit like this has been sitting for 5 years. I would at least take it out and take the tape off of it, because the tape is impossible to get off this wood after 5 years in the box. Let's see, anybody said anything? Nope. Okay, Al said start with the pockets. So that's what we're going to do. What a pain in the butt. this kit is very frustrating to me because it's so much different than I'm used to. I'd have had the fuselage built and the wing put together. Decided to make a few changes. Not going to make changes in the design, Al, so don't worry. But I'm going to build this with a foam wing. Let's see what they say over here. Hey, Harry. You like the doping videos? Well, I'll be showing more of those. Of course, my job is to show everything. I got to thinking, everybody's writing a book, and they have this, I don't know, book of tips or whatever, and I've looked through it, and the tips aren't really my cup of tea. I'm looking for a razor blade right now, a new knife blade, because this blade is kind of wiped out. We're going to be using this strange bell crank in this airplane too. This is a kind of a, there's only one guy making these. I don't know if you can see this or not. But the reason for this bell crank is that when you pull it forward, it cuts, or you don't have to cut out so much of the wood. So I'm going to use this bell crank in this. I might take my motor tool and hollow that out a little, but maybe not, because this is a pretty big airplane. And what the heck happened to all my blades? I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing and clean up this workbench so I can at least see the bench. But working in this little apartment, I was also going to do, I don't know how many of you guys have seen the man, oh, here's the blade, the man in his museum, where Billy Warwick has all his airplanes out of the shop at the same time. Well, I don't have as many as he did, but I have the 6 that I've built since I've been here. And I'm thinking about taking them out and putting them on the sidewalk out front and kind of displaying them in the video, because I've never done that. And we'll talk about them in chronological order. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the chat box there, and we may do that this week. So, new blade cuts things off much easier. Okay. So the only formers that are double-sided are the first 3. The next ones are, and I'm not sure that they even need to be plywood on them, but that's as per Al, so we'll do it the way Al does it. So this is kind of just hanging out with me because this is all boring stuff, and like I say, this all can be seen. I guess I could re-upload them on the channel and show you how Al does it, but it's the same exact thing that Al does that I'm doing here. So Al took slow set CA. I'm kind of following along in his video style or whatever, and the reason that Al's videos are so boring, because this is really boring stuff, but If you guys want to see it, we'll show it. This tape is ridiculous. I'm going to go ahead and leave that piece of tape on to hold the bulkhead together while I glue it. Well, the first profile, Sterling McCoy 35, Jesse James Williams, that would have been around 1969 or 70, somewhere in there. The McCoy 35 at that time was $4.95. So we need to separate this pocket is what I need to do. I'm going to do the pocket first. And you say, well, there is no pocket here. Well, it will be a pocket when I put the sticks on it. Al said something about orientation too. James, let me know if I'm right, if I guess the years right. Sterling profile, yeah. But I think they were Midwest. I don't think they were Sterling. Sterling was the ringmaster. The Yak, the P-51 were Midwest. But heck, what do I know? I don't know nothing. I'm not sure. Maybe Sterling did make one. Okay, let's get this together. So you got to make sure this is close. So I'll use the CA on the pockets here. These pieces here are disposable. They don't go with the airplane. It's all just part of the jigging system. But you want to make sure you get them on there right, because you can't move them once you do it. Okay. I think Dumbest made the Thunderbird, the Powwow or Papoose? Powwow. Boy, that's a long time ago. I think I'm going to glue this together so we can get it on there straight. This is actually a very complicated build, if you ask me. But I like a challenge. That's why I built 3 Thunderbolts. Yep, $5. The Fox 35s were a little more expensive. I didn't like the Foxes. I liked the McCoys. And how am I going to get that on there perfect? God. I guess I could try to do it. This gets cut away, so this don't matter. It's a little off. Damn. A little off. Now I gotta figure out how to fix it. But this piece comes out anyway, so I think it'd be best bet just to set it down on it. Can't have too many more screw-ups like that though. So, this is like to say off. How am I going to fix it? It's only off by 64th, so I think what I'll do is I'll sand the bottom of that a few swipes and that'll straighten it out. If you look right here, well, maybe, yeah, just off just a smidge. Just a smidge. Not much, but enough to drive you nuts. What the hell happened to that sanding block? There it is. So, in order to fix that, we'll sand down here a few swipes. And this is off the wing anyway, so it comes out of there. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to have to pay closer attention on the next one. Okay, that fixed it. Could do a little more. What happens if I put it that way? What happens? Way out that way. Where is it? Actually, no. Actually, better that way. Even though these are laser cut, you kind of have to index them because they're not exactly perfect. Okay, let's try that. And it's gonna take me some time to build this airplane because there's a lot of trimming and fitting on this thing. If you want it to come out good, it's right there. I mean, as Al states in the in his build videos that it doesn't matter because you're gonna push the skin down on it. You know, if the wood is sticking up a little bit, but that's not how I do things. That stuff there just drives me fruit. Anybody ever buys an airplane from me, it's built good. Trust me. Okay, we got another one done. Whee! Big deal. Let's get this put together. Okay, I have the I have that rib put together, bulkhead, but I don't have its pocket put together. So they sent several, or is it? Let's see, is it this one? What happened here? This one goes with this one. And this one, there we go. And this one goes with this one. There we go. Okay. So now we got to fix this pocket here. This is a two-sided pocket. Hit that like button. Okay, I want to make sure that I get this indexed right. So we'll do one side at a time. See, they're just a little bit out. I could have cut them by hand better. Oh well. Like I say, these don't have to be glued all that well because it's not part of the airplane, it's just part of the jig. And it's a good thing I watched that video because all these little triangles that came with the kit are for the jig. And you can't really say this is a kit. This is just basically a set of plans and the bulkheads. And well, it has ribs in it, but I'm going to use a foam wing on this airplane, I think. I think I can build it lighter and stronger with a foam core. So now, because this is indexed in this direction, we'll turn it over and index the other one. See how it fits. good. My friend Gary Hayjack had an outraged Bearcat. Don't know who built it. Man, it was so light. It was unreal. It was a smaller one. It was the 46 size. John has a 46 size Bearcat. But this is going to be the big mama. Okay, we need to think about. Al also showed something different on this motor mount setup today. I'm glad I didn't glue all this stuff together because it would have been a mistake. So let's do the front bulkhead. So get it glued down here. So this is A. For the life of me, I don't know why that's not glued together like that. This is two-sided. Okay. That's why. See, if it was me, I would do this in one piece and not have a cut in it so it would stay together. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, instead of using the kit wood that they have there, I'm going to grab a piece of 1/8 inch, maybe. Yep. And make my own piece so this thing stays together. Because that can get cut out. This is part of the cowl. So, for whoever's design this thing, I don't know whether it'll ever get done again or not, but it needs to be rethought. This piece needs to not be cut. So we'll just put this up here like this. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. Al will say, "You can't do that!" And yeah, I can. You know what? Let's just glue it to this and we'll sand it right out. Oh, I can't. Or can I? Let's see. Make sure it's the right one. So, like I say, they're all indexed in a certain direction, so you gotta be careful. That looks right. So we're going to take this and glue it to that. Ah, damn. Slid on me. Almost screwed up. Come on. Okay, got it on there. Whee! The reason I did this is because they've got this perforated here, so this piece is not solid, but that piece is what keys the bulkhead on there. So if that's not on there solid, this bulkhead can slide back and forth. So we'll build the filler in solid, not like they have it on the kit. The filler is in two pieces, but we'll build the filler solid, and then after the airplane's built, I'll cut that out for the cowl. If that makes sense. That way it'll hold it keyed on the jig in the right spot. If you want this kit, Walter Umland is the guy to look up and order from. I'm not sure he's still cutting this kit or whatever, but let's see what it said here. Hurry, Sandal, what did you retract your message for? So this is the cowl. The cowl bottom. I think it's the cowl back. So now, this piece here will key onto that with no problem. And we'll just tape it together. And then that will fit into the cradle, if that makes sense. So, I need to find the other cradle. There it is. We did this. So, I want to keep it straight so it's all indexed right. These are the original pieces, and it would have been no good. So. Yep, got a little bit more sanding to do there. Not perfect. The Bearcat kit came from Walter Umland. Can be found on Stunt Hanger Built Right models. It's a very pricey kit, and like I say, it's not really a kit, it's a short kit. But ain't nothing for a stepper if you're used to building. Okay, so what I found here, the easiest way to index these right, because this glue dries so damn fast, you can't position it. The bulkheads were glued together with white glue, and I just smeared it on and moved it around. Is to index it and then lift up a corner and put some slow set CA on it. This is not how Al did it in his movies, but I ain't Al. Okay, so and they just mirrored it and didn't even worry about it. Okay, let's see if this goes together the right way. Yep. So once you get the kit, be prepared to buy some wood because you're going to need lots of sheeting. Now this calls for 77,000 sheeting, but we're going to do everything in 3/32, including the sheeting on the wing. I probably could get away with 16,000 or 16, but which is 062. So 77 is slightly bigger than 16, but you gotta have a special cut. And the only guy that I was able to get it from that was worth a darn is Riley. And ever since the fire, whoo, that got hot. Okay, so now we got that. And we'll index that on there. I guess we'll glue a couple of bulkheads on because I'm not going to get very far. This is, like I say, this is just tinkering. We've been on for 40 minutes already. And I'm only going to go an hour a night, and you'll be surprised how much work gets done in an hour if you do it every night. I have built many airplanes like that. Normally when I'm in St. Louis, I go on a building spritz and I just sit right down and we'll go right through it. I want to make sure this all fits together. Yeah. Okay. It'll be fine. Okay. So we'll glue the first 4 bulkheads up there. That way you can get kind of the gist of what's going on here. Then I'll eat dinner and go to sleep, and I'll be back doing it again, the same exact thing tomorrow. But on Friday, like I say, Friday show's the Rusty show, and Saturday will be the Dayton contest. Let me see if I got the battery running on this thing. I gotta make sure that we got the battery running. I do have, I will have internet out there, so now the battery's running. I've kind of set up my little stand that has battery, wireless, microphone. And the phone, because I'm testing the phone stream right now. I'm not using my normal cameras. So we're going to put a little thin set CA in here. Didn't quite get glued down. Now this jig will be good only for another Bearcat, another BBQ. And I probably will only build one of these. Okay, let's make the pockets so that you can see how the pocket works. So you take a piece of, he used 1/8 by 1/4. Let's use some, this is rock hard 32nd. We'll cut some strips. See if we can find my stripper. There's a stripper. And we'll cut them about 1/4 inch. I can't believe how real time the video is from the phone to the television. So I'm watching it. It's almost like it's a monitor. I mean, it's really spot on. As far as this is real time, it's not delayed. Okay, so we got cut a couple of strips there. What holds all this mouse stuff together is this. We might have to bump that up 64th on that. We'll try it. I'll reposition the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So in order to make the pocket, you have to have something to span across it to hold it together. So you just cut, I use 3/8 by 32nd. And we'll just CA that on there. Turn it over. Not my normal way to do things, but whatever. So now this I knew that was going to happen. What happened was, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. We'll just glue it together there. Get a little kicker. Maybe. There it is. Gonna have to glue a 16th on it. Okay, I'm gonna fess up to a mistake that I made. The mistake is, when I first got this kit, I didn't inventory things. I just kind of started on it. Saw the plywood bulkheads and just figuring it was a short kit that I would just go ahead and start building. Well, fortunately I talked to Al and he said, well, you better watch the video and blah blah. So okay. So what I did was, on this particular bulkhead, if you watch the first video, I made this bulkhead with my wood, and it's 1/8 of an inch. Well, that means I'd have had to make this 1/8 of an inch, but I went ahead and used their 3/32, so we're a 32nd of an inch off in thickness, which is not a big deal. Nothing that I can't overcome. But I need to find a piece of 1/16 that I can add on. I'll just use this. See, when you're building these airplanes, everything is the whole thing is, how do you overcome the mistakes? Can you get by the mistakes and not let it bother you? It's only wood. So we'll dauber that on there. All I had was 3/32, so I'm going to have to sand a little bit off this to make it tight. It's all right. Put the spacer there. And the spacer there. Got to sand this down to about a 32nd of an inch. That's close enough. Okay, we'll cut another one here for the pocket. This time we're going to test it though. But after this bulkhead, the mistakes will all be sorted out. So that looks to be about right. Yep, that'd be it. All these are is basically a holder for, well, when you're putting the stringers on it. Or as Al calls them, longerons. And I don't know what the actual correct terminology for it is. It's something that I don't normally do, so it don't matter. I'm going to kick that off so it doesn't glue the bulkhead down in there. Ooh, kicked it off on my hand. Okay, so that now fits in there and is held in the pocket with that, so that's good. It's up here again. There we go. And cut out of there. Yep. One screw up after another. Not a big deal though. There we go. Okay. That's a good. I've been sanding all day, and here I'm sanding at night. this plywood just so heavy. Okay, that's it. So that bulkhead is held up there like so. We'll go ahead and glue we're going to have to take this off too and make the pocket for this one. I don't know what the theory is behind this big hole down here. I guess you cut all that off after it's together. I'll have to go back and review what's going on. Watching. Like, subscribe, share the videos. We're getting pretty good numbers. Almost up to 2,500 subscribers. I wish I had 2,500 members, paying members, but what am I gonna do? God damn it. I don't know why it is, if you got the bottle of glue, stick it on the bench, you're going to knock it off. I do that at home all the time too. Okay, if you look here, see the orientation is not right. It's just a little bit out, so this has to go this way. So I'm going to put a mark on it so I know which way it goes. Like I said, the kit is not perfectly cut. Perfectly symmetrical. We're going to add another piece on this because I know this is going to be nonsensical here. So we're going to do another piece across the bottom so it doesn't walk. When I get those zeroed, I don't want it moving around. Hold on, guys, I gotta look outside here. Okay, only I thought there was somebody new moving in. And I was wrong, so that's good. Okay, you wonder why is this one double? Because it's split open there. Well, they're loud today. As long as you don't start banging on the guitar, I guess we'll be alright. Okay, let's glue a few bulkheads on the jig. Okay. Now Al put 2 degrees on this. So I am going to mark a line and put it 2 degrees off, or guesstimated 2 degrees. And how much do you think in inches is 2 degrees? I'm sure there's some math wizard out there that can figure it out. Of course, I only go by eyeball engineering. So I'm going to say 2 degrees is going to be that much. I need a better ruler to do it with, though. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's probably 32nd of an inch out there. And that's just so that it doesn't look so funky when the propeller's spinning around. Of course, you probably get away with a whole lot less than 2 degrees on this, but whatever. So I would say that that goes that way. There's a tick mark on the bottom of this. We're going to put right on the center line. And we're going to put a pump on it. We're going to glue this. Right to the table. Kind of want to keep all the bulkheads at 90 degrees. And so that's why these little triangles were added with the kit. Okay. Yay, finally got one part done. But as I stated, this is going to be a long process on this. I'm in no rush to do this because I got no room here. I'm going to have to take airplanes back to St. Louis. Then fill it up again and take them back again, I guess. I don't know how long I'm going to be working here anyway, but I'll go until the money runs out. Okay, that's A. Now we do B. B is the bulkhead that I just finished with the goofy, with this one, the slide through. We're going to have to glue something to hold that on there. Tape it on one. Tape it on. Tape it, nail it. How long we been on? Over an hour. So I've already run my course for the evening. Let's see, did I get that right on there? No, I gotta flip that according to the tape mark. There we go. And soon Al will be sending me the molds. You can only see my neck, huh? As I've stated several times in my videos, I don't have a cameraman. I'm not 12 years old, so I don't know how to do all this fancy, make this stuff work. I just do the best I can. not going to cooperate. So we'll do it like this. Tack it on the center line. Come on, you. There it is. Tack it on the center line and perfectly on that line there. Get a few of these going. Well, thanks for spending your Wednesday evening with me. Like I said, I'm only doing this for an hour a day. Been on over an hour. As soon as I get all this fiddly stuff done, this thing will move pretty quick when we start. Start molding skins and putting the stringers on, and we'll be cutting a foam wing over John's house. And you say, well, why am I going to use a foam wing? Well, we got 3/4 pound foam, and there's so much wood in this airplane. I think I could make the airplane lighter with a foam wing. And I know darn well it'll be straighter and stronger. So we're going to cut the wing and the flaps all in one, sheet it all in one, cut the flaps loose, and then put the trailing edge on it. Sure hope this thing comes out good. It's a peculiar style of building. Come on. Okay. Take that right there. So I guess maybe I ought to put a square of wood on the bottom too. One on each side, like so. Hold it square. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll do that later. You want each one of these bulkheads perpendicular. So we got Sato 72 on that side. So Sato 72 goes on this side. Yep. Yep. re-up today anyway. Yeah, it's easier just to do it by eye and then square it up later. Okay. Gee, didn't want to tape. Come on now. There we go. These little triangle pieces drive me crazy. Come on. You see what I mean? Everything, I always drop the glue bottles off the table. I gotta dig for it. Don't know where it went. Upside down in my clothes. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Glued right back where it was. Come on. Okay, that's better. Well, we got 3 ribs on tonight, or 3 bulkheads. And I think I'm going to call it a day. Been running now over an hour. I don't have a pocket made for that one. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. go ahead and cut 2 strips for the pocket, and that'll be the end of the video. For tonight. Any of you guys ever built one of these? Put it in the comment section. Let me know how you liked it. This is the one that's kind of goofy. Okay, gonna have to watch that one when I put it in when I start doing the stringers. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate you spending the hour with me. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share the videos. It helps the channel grow, and we can use all the control line people we can get. What can I say? So until I see you again, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.